For the longest time, I never thought of buying an oracle deck. I always assumed that their purpose was to predict the future, which I had no interest in. I rather not know what my future holds because it just takes all the fun out of life. But after using an online version of a deck every week for about 3 years now, I realized the real power of these cards have nothing to do with seeing the future. Their true magic is in helping you change your present. The number one reason to use an oracle deck is that it works as a bridge to connect your physical 3D world with the 5D spiritual realm. So what does that actually mean? Well, first, the oracle deck itself is physical. The paper, the ink, and the sound of the cards as you shuffle them, they are all a physical anchor. It's a real object that you can hold in your hand. But yet, this physical tool can help you access the intangible wisdom of your intuition, your guides, and the spiritual world. So it's really a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. Secondly, oracle cards can help us get past our logical thinking minds. The cards are a visual trigger. When you ask a question and pick a card, the pictures, the words, and symbols on it are meant to spark an intuitive response within you. It goes straight from the physical plane to the spiritual plane, bypassing the 4D thinking and emotion realm, which may block our access to our intuition. This helps us to see blind spots that our ego or conscious mind might refuse to see. So what are the benefits of using oracle cards? Firstly, oracle cards are used for accessing our inner wisdom. Even though you can still use them to look at future possibilities, oracle cards are mostly about getting guidance, not making a prediction. They only talk about the future by looking at the present. For example, a card might show you what your future could look like if you continue on your same path, on your current path, but it's not a fixed set outcome. It's a direction you are heading towards when if you continue the same way and you have the power to change it. The oracle cards are just there, guiding you and reminding you to be aware and make a shift. Also, the cards and their guidebooks won't always give you every single answer. Instead, they act like a mirror for your soul and a great conversation starter. They simply help you connect with the answer that already exists inside you and tap into your own intuition. Secondly, an oracle card can offer a new and fresh perspective on a situation. When we are stressed, confused, or emotional, we often get stuck in one way of thinking. Using an oracle card is like having a wise, kind friend gently pointing out something you might have missed. They can help you see a problem in a new way, find a hidden opportunity, or understand a situation from a different angle. Thirdly, oracle cards can help to clarify what's on your mind. When a problem feels too big or we are overthinking it, a simple direct message from an oracle card can provide a great relief. The cards can cut through all the mental noises and give you a clear, easy to understand piece of guidance that resonate with you deeply. This is why this tool is great for overthinkers like me. It helps to redirect my attention away from my busy mind and towards my soul. But you might be wondering, if I just want to use my intuition, can't I just do that? Why do I need an oracle deck? And why do I need to buy a physical one when there are free online versions? And you are absolutely right about this. You don't need to use a tool to connect with the divine or intuition. I didn't for so many years because I didn't want to have too many things at home. But after using an online deck for 3 years, I felt a strong calling to get my own physical deck. Here's why. First, a deck is a physical reminder. The reason I got a physical deck wasn't because the online ones were less accurate. They actually are pretty accurate and really resonate with me every time I use them. It's because having a real deck on my table reminds me to tap into my intuition. As someone who tends to overthink and spend a lot of time in my head, I can easily go through my day and forget to connect with my intuition. Having something physical right there helped me get into the habit of communicating with the divine. Secondly, it's actually a way to practice your psychic abilities. When you physically hold a deck and pick a card, you have to sense its energy and listen to your guide and your inner self and before you pick the card. And when you pick the card, you have to decipher the symbol. Of course, you can use the guidebook, but what I love to do is to use my intuition to see what is inside the card, what images it is, the emotion I feel, and interpret that first before I use the guidebook. All of this strengthen your intuitive muscle. It's very different from just clicking a button on your computer screen. Using a physical deck will challenge you to use your intuition and trust your first instinct. Finally, the cards themselves are a great meditative tools. It's very similar to meditation. Now that I have my decks, I love shuffling them. I just love the sound, the feel, and the smell. Maybe because they're new. They're incredibly calming. Just doing this can pull me out of my busy mind. Even when I'm not doing a full reading, sometimes I'll just shuffle them while I'm working or thinking of an idea, or when I'm just watching a video like this. It's so grounding and it helps me to stay in the present moment. And I love it very much. If you want to buy an Oracle deck, but you are not sure what to buy and you're feeling overwhelmed by all the choices out there, watch this next video. I will walk you through my simple 5-step process for choosing the perfect deck for you.